All right, here we go. This is going to be a look at Justin Smith, the Nickelodeon Predator. Whatever you want to call him, I don't know. He's pretty uninteresting except for that he's the Nickelodeon Predator, so I don't really have two or three nicknames lined up for that intro. But that's okay. This guy isn't really all that memorable, actually, but I've had a little bit of a fascination with him recently. You know, he comes across as somewhat normal. He's a normal guy for the most part, except for this whole little thing that he got himself into here. He's just an average Joe compared to the usual bunch of weirdos that we get on this show. So it's a little bit of a nice change of pace, actually, because, you know, he's a little bit more, I think, relatable. Although, I mean, his chat is pretty fucking gnarly, man. I mean, I've read a little bit of it. I haven't read the whole thing. Look at this fucking dickhead, though. But yes, he is a little bit of a. His chat is pretty intense, actually. He fucking doesn't waste much time going into it and getting naked for the female. But he's pretty interesting though on his own. You know, he's got such a great meltdown, and I absolutely love his meltdown. It is, in my opinion, one of the best in TCAP. And I guess I'll just get it out of the way. Extremely underrated Predator. I know I say that about everyone, but fucking hell. You know, he's just a normal guy for the most part. You know, he even has a girlfriend, and maybe that relationship just isn't working or something. I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, he's definitely an interesting character. So let's just get into it here. If I can go full screen and let's go.
Go to position 2 and call out.
Back at the house, our female decoy is about to say hello to 27-year-old Justin Smith, a video post-production editor who does freelance work for Nickelodeon. Cable
okay.
Network geared towards kids.
So Chris Hansen will kind of make a big deal about him working for Nickelodeon, but it's just typical, you know, media just going to do what they can to fearmonger and get everyone whipped up into a frenzy, you know, just making a story out of nothing. I mean, I don't imagine that animation studios are full of kids wandering around. I mean, I fucking got his IMDb page up here. Yes, the fucking TCAP community finds fucking everything, man. His IMDb page is up here. You can see the shows. I mean, it's all animated shows, you know. So I don't imagine he fucking had much interaction with children at his job or anything. But you know, that's just the media being the media, trying to get something going out of just grasping at straws and get people scared for no reason. But I mean, it's like he's saying that, oh, if you work for a Nickelodeon, you must have some inherent desire for wanting to be with kids, and maybe that's the case some of the time, but I don't know if that's the case here. But fuck it, I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt or anything. But yeah, I mean, you can see the shows he's worked on too. You know, My Life as a Teen, man, Nickelodeon in the mid 2000s, man, that's a fucking gold mine, you know. SpongeBob was in its prime. Fairly Odd Parents was in its prime. You had shows like Danny Phantom, My Life as a Teenage Robot. Chalk Zone I was never a fan of. Avatar I was never really a fan of. Jimmy Neutron was okay. Cat Scratch, never watched that shit. Hey Arnold. Strip Orella? What the fuck is this? I don't think that's a Nickelodeon show. What the fuck is Stripperella? Okay, I don't know why it's taken so long to look, but I remember this show, Fatherhood. That was like fucking Bill Cosby's late night show or whatever the fuck it was. Fatherhood. The Bindle Beep. Oh god, that show was fucking terrible, I remember. Yeah, that was Bill Cosby's show. Stripperella. Okay, yeah, this is definitely not a Nick show. Maybe a TCAPist added this in here just for to troll him a little bit. That's pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty fun. That's pretty funny actually. Hang on one sec. Alright, we're back here then. Alright, so yeah, but anyways, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Nickelodeon was in its prime, you know. This is when I was growing up and fucking watching Nickelodeon like 24/7 pretty much. Drake and Josh also, Zoe 101, those kinds of shows, man. Those I grew up on those shows, man. I think they kind of shaped me into the person that I am today. But yeah, it's kind of weird though. I mean, maybe they do have a point though. You know, it's fucking Hollywood is a little bit weird sometimes. You know, of course, we all know about the hidden pedophilia thing there or whatever. But yeah, it's also kind of Dan Schneider also has his whole fucking thing when recently at Nickelodeon within the past few years or so. So maybe that is. Maybe Nickelodeon is full of creeps, and Justin Smith was just another one. But he didn't actually work for Nickelodeon. He was just a kind of a contractor, I believe. Anyway, as far as everything I've seen said he was just a contractor, kind of doing freelancing gigs. But I mean, it still gives off the weirdo Nick vibe, and hopefully this guy's career was ruined. See the service. All right, let's get into it now.
Using the screen name Resident Smith, he chats online to a decoy who tells Smith she's a 13-year-old girl. After the decoy sends a picture, Smith writes, "It's definitely bad. I think you're this cute. Laugh out loud." The girl asks, "How come?" He writes back, "'Cause I'm 27. He sends her several naked pictures of himself. But the next
No, I will say, I have seen this guy's dick, and he's kind of packing. He's got a pretty nice size package there. I mean, it's definitely weird that he's into this, man. I mean, claims to have a girlfriend at this point, and he's still going out with trying to hit on a 13-year-old girl. But man, just look at this trail of hair right here. I don't know, I forget what the name is. There's actually a name for it, like a happy trail or something like that. It's called. Yeah, that thing is nasty, man. But yeah, he does have a pretty big package from what I hear. But it's weird that he's going out with trying to hit on a 13-year-old. I mean, it's like maybe that girlfriend is just she wears the pants and he wants a little bit more control over a situation. I mean, or maybe she wears the pants, or maybe she cheats. I don't know. I mean, he's not exactly Mr. Macho or anything like that, you know. And it is the Los Angeles area. I'm sure that there's plenty of buff, tan men who have access to plastic surgery that she could go after. A more superficial person would be interested in. Yeah, that's certainly possible. So maybe that relationship's just not working well. He will bring up his dog that they have together. Maybe they got the dog as like a way to kind of bring them together, but but it's not working. I don't know. Theories are all there. You know, you can speculate all you want. Let's go.
Next day, Smith seems to express regrets. "It can be dangerous," he writes. The girl asks, "How come?" Smith replies, "'Cause it's illegal." Over the course of 10 days, Smith sends her links to 40 pornographic videos showing everything from oral sex to sex among multiple partners. He tells her when he comes over, he wants to perform oral sex on her. And now, here he is, walking into the house.
Hey, come on in. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Awesome.
Look at this fucking guy. See, I can't tell.
I made us some drinks.
Awesome.
And we have a hot tub.
Awesome.
I really liked your...
See, I can't tell. Fucking hell. I can't tell if he's got... Because they showed the other picture where he has like the brownish kind of hair. I can't tell here if he's a natural redhead or if that's just a bad dye job and he's trying to look blonde. Can I fucking see it? Another picture here. Where's that picture here? Like, I can't tell if that's red hair and he's just dyeing it and the dye kind of, he didn't dye it again, so now it's coming out, or if he has brown hair or what. I can't tell. But yeah, I mean, this guy's fucking walking in, man. He's got this weirdo, like, 1970s hippie glasses
And
on.
we have a hot tub.
Awesome.
I really liked your videos, by the way.
Did you really?
Sorry,
See, I can't tell if that's red hair or if he's naturally red-haired or if that's just a bad dye job. I know I just said the same thing, but I can't fucking tell. It's the one thing I'm struggling with internally, as Safraz Khan would say. You know, I'm struggling to see and figure that out. But man, I don't know. I can't fucking tell. Alright, let's get back into it.
I think it took me like 21 minutes to get down here.
What the fuck kind of shit is that?
Sorry,
This guy is so smooth, man. He brings up, oh, it took me 21 minutes exactly to get here because all the traffic.
I think it took me like 21 minutes to get down here because there was so much traffic.
What the fuck is that? What kind of shitty kind of opening line is that? It took like 21 minutes to get down there, all the traffic, and he puts his hands in his back pockets like that. Fuck this guy, man. Fuck this guy. Oh, that's fucking great, man. That is fucking great. Oh, man, but yeah, like, no person, no 13-year-old is going to care about your fucking traffic, man. And I like how he says 21 minutes exactly, too. Like, he fucking timed it on his stupid watch that's here. Maybe it's like one of those calculator watches. I don't fucking know, but it's fucking weird that he brings that up. It's like 21 minutes exactly. It took me 21 minutes exactly to get here. Fuck this guy, man. Oh man! Oh, I just got I don't know why. Like, I just got some sort of a kick out of that.
You live?
North Hollywood.
North Hollywood.
Oh, that's
And he's wearing this green shirt, man. It just doesn't go with your orange hair either, man. And I hate the way that this house looks. This house is the Long Beach house might be my least favorite in terms of the interior. I don't know though. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, the Flagler Beach one looks like restaurant, so that's pretty high up there. Even though it looks like it's terrible, but it looks like restaurant, so it gets a little bit more bonus points. The mansion in Kentucky is pretty nice. The Ohio one, I don't remember it looking super great, but it looks better than this. I'm trying to think of the other ones off the top of my head. The Virginia one is pretty ugly. So it might be between this one and the Virginia one as far as the most ugly interior. I don't know though. Is that my next ranking video? Fucking ranking this thing. Let's go.
We had a lot to talk about, you and I. Why don't you just have a seat right there, please?
That's what he said to Can I Rip You Anally. We have a lot to talk about, you and me. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, this guy's fucking shitting his pants right now.
Okay. No, I need you.
No.
Seriously.
No.
You're going to want to talk to me.
I'm sorry.
Trust me on this. Now, you work at Nickelodeon, huh?
No.
You don't. What's your name?
There he goes. So yeah, he fucking bolts as soon as he sees Chris Hansen. I think that's what happens in a lot of these as for a lot of predators in Long Beach. I think a lot of them bolt when they see Chris Hansen. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think a lot of them bolt because this is kind of when T-Cap was at its peak. Holy shit, I almost said T-Pac or Tupac. I almost yeah, a lot of them bolted in this thing if I recall correctly, and yeah, so that's a bit interesting. You know, kind of more people were aware of T-Cap at this point, so everyone kind of just bolted. A lot of people bolted. But, also, fuck this guy, man. He's like, no. Wow, you work at Nickelodeon, right? No. Fuck you. Don't lie. Yeah, I guess he technically doesn't work there since, he's just a contractor doing freelance work. I don't know. Right there, he kind of looks back right there, actually. Hang on.
You don't. What's your name?
He looks back like, oh man, is he coming after me? Or maybe he's having second thoughts like, hey, maybe I'll stay and talk. I don't know what that is, but yeah, he fucking, he tries to, like, looks back, glances back. Oh, is he still coming after me? Fuck this guy.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on your knees!
Put your hands behind your head, back your head. On your knees, both knees.
Get up, guys. I swear to God.
No, that is fucking great. Of course, that is fucking great. But I imagine that's how a lot of normal people would react to their lives being ruined. I mean, it doesn't make it not hilarious, but it's actually more hilarious because, you know, you literally see this guy throw away his nice Nickelodeon gig and everything like that. You see it losing everything in real time, and he fucking has a nice meltdown, and he has an even better meltdown a bit later. But yeah, he's like, I'm so sorry. I swear to God. Fuck this guy, man. Oh, it's so great though. I mean, this is.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on your knees!
Put your hands behind your head, back your head. On your knees, both knees. Get up, guys.
I swear to God.
It's funny because this is like the exact same location where Long Beach dude, Case Majoub, was tasered And I can't tell. I mean, but that is a great arrest in its own. It is one of the. I love that. I love that moment so much. It's my personal favorite of Predators getting tasered. It's just when what's his face gets tased. Fucking Long Beach dude gets tased. But this right here happens in the exact same spot essentially, and I can't tell if I like this one better or if I like the taser shot better. I don't know. It's interesting. I can't fucking tell. I might have to sit and ponder it for a little bit. I don't know.
Smith is taken to the processing center where a police...
Oh, it never gets old. I want to watch it one more time. I'm sorry. It never gets old. I'm sorry. I have to watch it one more time.
Your head, back your head. On your knees, both knees, both knees.
He fucking buckles at the first instant of trouble, man. It's so great. I fucking love it. And he's sorry that he got caught. Those are only tears because he got caught. I mean, just to make that perfectly clear. I mean, in case anyone, thought he was actually sorry. No, he's sorry that he got caught. He says, I'm sorry. I swear to God. I forgot to do anything. Fuck this guy, too. But, those are tears crying because he got caught. Sorry that he got caught, rather than he's sorry about what he actually did. I mean, look at this fucking guy. Oh, you caramba. I hate this fucking name, Justin. I hate the name Justin. It's personally, in my opinion, one of the worst mainstream male names out there. I'm sorry if your name is Justin and you're watching this and you're now offended. Sorry. But, yeah, I don't mean no malintent. But, yeah, I don't like the name Justin. Justin.
Smith is taken to the processing center where a police investigator interviews him.
This is great.
I'm lucky if I have any sort of resemblance to my job, to my friends, to the way my family perceives me, to the girlfriend I've had, the dog we have together.
You knew coming in.
He's the stupid dog. Yeah, think of the dog. Think of the children, man. Think of the dog that we have together. They're just gonna be throwing them into such a tight spot here. Can't you just let me go? Yeah, fuck you and your stupid dog. That dog is probably dead right now, too. It has to be, right? This was 05, 06? 06, I think this was. Dog has to be dead at this point. Oh, man. I'm not taking glee in that or anything. I'm just saying, you're thinking about your stupid dog, and I'm watching this now. Almost 15 years later. And it's like, that dog is definitely dead.
What he was doing was wrong. That's why when he realized that
this part is just, in my opinion, this next part right here is a top 10 TCAP moment. I know I say that about everything, but Jesus, no, this is actually on the list.
And the ramifications on his life and everyone around him, in my mind, is why he became so emotional.
Smith later pleaded no contest to 2 counts, an attempted lewd act upon a child and attempting to send harmful matter.
Oh, man, that's just the face of somebody. That's the reaction of somebody who knows that they lost everything. That is fucking great. That is absolutely so great. But, man, this is an interesting shot in its own because, what the fuck is all this right here, behind them? Are they in, I think they're in a parking lot or something like that, to some store, like a Walmart or a Home Depot or something. I don't know. But I think it's because, Long Beach got, I think it was it Long Beach or Petaluma? I can't remember. That got so overcrowded that they had to start interrogating guys and taking guys into the mobile operating center that they had to start processing guys. Maybe that was Petaluma. I don't know. Maybe Long Beach got overcrowded too. I don't remember. I haven't seen the full episode in quite a while for Long Beach. But it's just, they take them to a fucking Walmart or Home Depot. Imagine you go to Home Depot on a nice sunny spring day or summer day, going in, you're going to buy a lawnmower or a grill or something, right? And you see this. That would be the fucking best. You go in there to buy an appliance or something, and you walk out and you stay for the show. Oh man, that would be the best fucking day of my life. Taking some menial task like buying a lawnmower, and instead you get to see predators getting interrogated, and you see a sobbing guy like this. Oh, this is such a beautiful shot. Such a beautiful shot. I remember they used to have, when I was a kid, at Home Depot they had like workshop days or some shit like that at Home Depot where you would like do like you would like learn about tools and or like make a small craft or something like that, and they would give out hot dogs. They should have had this as an attraction instead. I would have been hooked. I would be probably the biggest shopper at Home Depot ever if they would have had something like this. learn how to build a cage or something. Build a cage to keep predators in. Oh man, that's fucking great. Man, this whole thing is fucking great. I want to watch it again.
He was caught, and the ramifications on his life and everyone around him, that, in my mind, is why he became so emotional.
And you can see, like, this guy, I don't know who this bloke is behind him, but he like, kind of turns around and gives, like, a little bit of a look back, like, is this guy fucking serious, man? This guy's really sobbing. Like, this guy's all cool and emotion and calm and everything. He's probably going through his own shit. But man, and then just the complete polar opposite next to him. Oh, this is such a beautiful shot, man. I really do love it. I really do love it. Oh man, that's pretty much the end here.
Smith later pleaded no contest to 2 counts, an attempted lewd act upon a child and attempting to send harmful matter. Nickelodeon told us they fired Smith and that he had no contact with children when he worked there.
Obviously, I don't think animation studios are going to be full of kids running around, you know. I said that already, but man, it's fucking ridiculous, you know. That it's just them trying to grasp at straws. But I think also one thing I want to mention here. Do I still have it open? I believe his name, the girl that he was talking to, yeah, Carly kicks butt, and that's a bit ironic because later Nickelodeon would have a show that wasn't on yet. Came out a couple of years after this show ended, after this chat, but it's a bit ironic also because 2 years later or something, Nickelodeon would have a show called iCarly about the story of a teenage girl and her friends, the misadventures. I guess that show I didn't like that show. I never liked that show. But it's just another funny level of irony for old Justin, old resident Smith right here. Oh, that's fucking great, man. Alright, that's gonna do it, I think. I think that's pretty much it. Do I have anything else to say here? I don't know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.